Firstly, I would like to remark on the funeral of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II yesterday. My God, the British forces know how to do ceremony. And as I was sitting watching them with their medals on their chest yesterday, I was mindful of how mean we are in this country when it comes to recognising valour and to the issuing of medals. We're still fighting our way through the Jadaville and various other acts of valour that have gone unrecognised in this country, and that's really sad. I'd also like to congratulate the AILG members who took their certificate in continuing professional development, climate crisis and local government through UCC. Tremendous initiative by the AILG in bringing forward CIPD programmes like that for their members, and it professionalises the local government members, and I think that's a really good thing. Finally, my two colleagues have already spoken on the forthcoming budget. It's going to be a really tough time for government, and what we saw here last week outside the gates, the group that were there that were offering violence to members of this House as we were trying to come in to do our work, is just unacceptable. Now, I know there will be statements next week about the budget and there will be criticism about the budget, and I may be one of the people criticising parts of it myself. But I think it's extremely important, given the level of tension that there is in the state, given the level of pain and poverty that people are suffering, that we all restrain ourselves and don't feed the machine, because things are bad enough out there without making them worse. And I'm saying that to myself and everybody else that will have an opportunity to speak on the budget next week. It's not going to be an easy time. When you hear about ESB bills going from 17,000 to 47,000, when I look at my own ESB bill, which has doubled from the €100 a month that I've been paying for I don't know how long, to €200 a month, and I expect 250 shortly. And the bottom line on it is families are going to suffer, so it's important that we don't fuel the machine, that we deal realistically with what has to be done. And with that in mind, I put up some photographs of food being served to Ukrainian refugees on my Facebook page, and the level of disgusting comment that came in from citizens of this state talking about, aren't they all right, haven't they a roof over their heads, to hell with them, don't they get a meal, it might not look the best but it's a meal. We, this country, the taxpayers of this country and this government has paid dearly for these hotels, and the least they might do is produce food and produce it in a way that is presentable for people to eat. And I noticed, I wrote to one of the hotels myself, and I noticed they moved from polystyrene to plates. Not a big ask, really. I leave it at that. Let's not fuel the machine as we go through these bad times.